Hello, everyone. Happy Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you are on the globe. I know I've been a little MIA over the weekend, and boy, I've been integrating some stuff, but I have a really cool update for all of you today. So stay with it. This is a really, and again, really important message. Right now, we're kind of in crunch time. So all of these messages are important, but let's start with the fun stuff. Let's see how our love train is growing. And so we've got new members, several from Australia. Welcome and thank you. And so for you, it's going to be Happy Tuesday. Southwest Louisiana, welcome. Pasadena, Maryland, welcome to you. More from California, welcome. Quebec, Canada. Panama, welcome. Norway, welcome. I love it when our international train keeps growing. This is so beautiful. They're all following the light and the energy here too, which is so magical. Let's keep this going. Chicago, welcome. Blue Ridge Mountains, North Carolina. Wow. Awesome. Thanks for holding the light there. That's anyone connected to nature in such a beautiful way. You are holding your light is powerful. Northern California, more Californians, welcome. Croatia, welcome. Costa Rica, welcome. Indian Land, South Carolina, and Pattaya, Thailand. Wow, so awesome. Welcome to all of you. And for everyone who has been liking and subscribing, thank you. And for sharing with anybody that you feel is ready to hear this information, because we know not all are, and it's okay. Thank you for what you're doing. Now, let's see. I've got quite a few updates here. I'm going to start. So I've got you covered on the Schumann. I'm going to talk about the Schumann from Saturday evening because it was an interesting pattern that I saw that I haven't seen really previously, or not to this extent. And then I'll bring it into the current, and I've got a new Canva graphic. Yay. This is one I've been guided to do. And I finally got into Canva this morning, and it tried to keep pushing me out. And I was like, oh, no, 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 no. I've been kicking this paint can down the road. So it's time for me to do this right now. So give me a second. I'll get my melon out of the way and let's get started with the Schumann. Okay, so here you can see this was taken Saturday evening. So this we did have a burst of light come in here. This is all integration. This is clearing energy. So this is all integration still. And this is really residual integration from those three blasts of massive energy. Remember, we have a gap when we get that. There's a gap in the physical body of the lower energy that we were holding, wherever you were at. And then when the high frequency comes in, it all has to very carefully integrate. So but the cool one is I'm going to show you that this looks relatively straightforward. Wait till you see what it was doing to all our chakras. This is the fun one. Hold on. Okay. What? Look at these. I'm calling them molehills. So you can see these spikes are light coming in, right? But these long, rounded humps here, and you see them here and here, and this one's got a little peak here, then followed by some more peaks in here. This is really fascinating to me because what this is persistent purging. Normally, when we purge, you see kind of like these little bumps, like these sharp ones. This, though, is like over hours. This is covering several hours. So is this one. So are these. And then you can see followed by some pushes. So this is really, really, my guides were very clear July, completion and new beginning. We cannot shift 100% into new beginning until we have cleaned the slate, like we're going in with a clean slate. So this is really interesting because for what this can mean for you as an individual is whichever chakra you're still holding on to something or feeling like something's affecting you, that's where you're going to feel more of the ascension symptoms. So now, many of you, and myself included, there have been days where you kind of feel like you're kind of like in the twilight zone, like it's hard to ground. You could be in a state of confusion, We have gone through so many timeline shifts that the integration can absolutely put you in what feels like a state of confusion. But then when we get those little bumps of light, it kind of helps, like for me anyway, it helps me ground. I'm able to connect. Today, I feel a lot more present. Although yesterday wasn't that bad at all. I was definitely integrating, but felt very present and a really amazing sense of calm. So I hope some of you are starting to feel some of those yummy energies in a deeper level and finding that those feel good. Now, drum roll, let's get my new Canva creation out because this is going to help a lot of you. And we're going to talk about some of the comments too. Hang on one second. Well, the brain fog is continuing. I just realized, oh, I got to do today's graph. Don't worry, the Canva's coming. Okay, here we go. So this is really, I took a longer screenshot of this one. This covers 48 hours. Okay, so you can see these, we got a couple of bursts of light in here, right? And it goes through all of the chakras. So I took this just a little less than an hour ago. So this was today, Monday, 12:20 Pacific Standard Time. So you can see that we're getting some bumps and then we're back in this integration. We're still releasing. So today, again, we're back in the integration and I keep sensing that there's a light, definitely a light event coming. And it's funny because sometimes that makes the electronics go a little wonky, and mine were actually trying to mess with me a little bit today, but I was like, not today. We got a report to do. So hang on, let's see what the chakras look like today. Here we go. So this could be why today I feel more present. You can just see those were the spikes that we saw yesterday. Some little pushes here for releasing. And then look, we're pretty calm, flat through. So I find that once these integration periods start to calm down, this is when we attract more. Remember, we're creating it. We are creating the Schumann. It is all the momentum of people awakening on the planet. Speaking of those awakening, let's talk a little bit now about my download from the guides and my new Canva creation that I will share with you right now, because we're also going to talk about those who have unawakened. Very, very important message here. Hold on. Okay, so here we are. Okay, because you were wondering. Okay, so this is literally the image they gave me, although the baby kind of had more of a Gerber baby head, but I didn't want to deal with any licensing stuff. So here we go. So you see a bunch of orbs here, light beings, a little baby face on it. This is how our higher self, our spirit guides, see the unawakened. Very important. This is how we're here, must see the unawakened. Why is this so important? Because when we are in a judgment energy or a frustration energy, or like anything that is not pure love and light, we're not holding our power up here. We're not holding our energy. We are then now entangling in 3D and dense energy. So the reason they gave me this image too is that quite literally, this is like we are not to judge others. We have to have compassion, because it's almost like we wouldn't say like, hey, how's that 3D nap going for you? I'm awake. I don't know about you. So see, that is not love and light. That's judgment and saying, okay, this is a divine soul. These are all divine souls. We're divine souls. So we must practice looking at everyone, every living thing, everything as pure love and light. And the way that you can have compassion is to recognize they simply are not awake. Again, we don't want to go, how's that nap going? Come on over here. It's a lot better. And remember, but we all are having the opportunity to choose. And they chose a particular experience and they will awaken in a divine timing that's perfect for them. We must not entangle. Now, where does this get sticky and tricky? Okay, with the people we love. Okay, I get it. There are people I love dearly and I know love me that avoid me now like the plague. It's completely unconscious, and I recognize that. They just cannot be around me. One doesn't want to know what I'm doing. The other one is might be attempting to relate, but I know I can tell the look in the eye is she's gone batshit crazy, but it's not. The truth is we're all gaining our sanity. So all I do though is they're a orb with a cute little baby face and I send them love. So what do we do? I saw a couple of you that said, how do we hang out, quote, with those in the 3D? So right now we can all see each other, we can interact with each other, right? You have the ability now, as an enlightened being, to shift the energy in your space. So if you walk into a situation that feels chaotic, all you need to do is call in love and light. The light, what's happening here as part of the ascension is that dense energy is being transmuted, right? Energy is never destroyed or recreated, but it's being transmuted. We are a carrier, we're vessels of love and light. So for me, the way I practice this is when I walk down the street, I just go, oh, the soul in me sees the perfection of the soul in you. And you kind of have to disregard what's going on with their human. Their human is still sleeping. So just like, we wouldn't, yell at a baby that is trying to learn a lesson, right? What do? You give it compassion, you give it love. They need love and compassion too, because they're scared. They're in fear, they're in lack, they're in limitation. And the entanglement is something that the guides are telling me we must all find absolute compassion. Absolute compassion. And I get it. But we're all souls incarnated into a body. We all chose an experience to have. Now, for those of you where this might be your spouse, I saw that at least one of you are going through or getting ready to go through the process of divorce. Here's how you can consider handling that energetically. Understand that there was a moment where you two loved each other enough to get married. Okay. Find one of those loving qualities to hold on to. And then all you need to do, don't make any big decisions. This is what I'm hearing. Make no big decisions right now. But what you can do is call for peace, right? What do we want? A state of being. And you can just say, there was a moment where we did love each other enough to get married. Right now, can we just stay in peace? And I get it. That there's so much judgment. I dealt with this for months and months. People give me that side eye, like, oh, what is she doing now? I totally get it. And now I understand that other people's opinion of me are absolutely none of my business. I can't do my work if I'm worried about somebody sleepwalking. Quite literally is what's happening. They're a loving being who's sleepwalking. So what do? Oh, I can help guide them. I don't get in their way. I allow them to proceed, but I give them love and light. So I hope that helps. And I totally feel you. It can be frustrating and like, don't they see me? I'm shining my light. This is where you want to be. It's not our job to awaken them. And right now, and July energy is all about completion. So we've done so much work to heal and clear. And they really do want us to celebrate. By the way, I love who referenced the Venga Bus song. Love that. Added it to my playlist. So much fun. We are being called upon to be creative, to love each other, to forgive each other, to have compassion for each other. Why? Because this is what we're creating. So instead of what human observations seem to be blowing up, we literally have full power now to say, I'm a conscious creator. What do I want? I want more fun. I want peace. I want love. And just hold that space, because we are now creating. This is how they showed this to me. It's a grid we've gone beyond the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension is the dimension of pure love. We're integrating it. There's different levels within that, but simultaneously, we're integrating up into like the 12th dimension. So for those of you who are starseeds, light workers, if this verbiage doesn't connect with you, do not worry. Do not worry. I'm saying this for those it connects with. I found some Hadarian sisters in here, which is so cool because definitely few and far between. Many of you have said you're light workers, you're starseeds. So all of this galactic support is here. The angelic realms are just, there are many, many beings right now supporting us in the most magical way. Our gifts are coming forward more and more and more. And the key takeaway that they want us to know right now is to feel, is to just feel, love each other, support each other, and practice having fun. We kind of forgot how to have fun. Believe me, I used to get needled for having a happy bubble. And now I'm like, whoo, am I glad I created it, even when everybody said, you can't let there's no such thing. Well, of course there is. I'm a conscious creator, and so are you. If you're choosing the misery bubble, that's what you're creating more of. So, anywho, I hope this helps you guys so, so much. Please keep liking, sharing, commenting. Please keep supporting each other because it is helping with the momentum beyond what you can imagine. And let me know in the comments if any of you are still struggling with interacting in the 3D. Remember, we can always choose to just step aside and create our own little cocoon of love and passion. And that's what I do when I need it. And I can tell when I need it. If you don't have the energy to interact, then just simply don't. Choose your peace. So that's all I got for now. And I am going to post, though, an update. Somebody asked about workshops and retreats. So I'm going to do that separately so it doesn't get lost in this report. And I love you all so much. Keep the comments coming. Keep loving each other. And let's give all these cute little babies our love. They need it, and it's going to help them. But they will awaken from their sleepwalking in their own divine timing. It is so.